Even the cloudy skies did not stop people from heading out to the University of Richmond or Libby Hill by the thousands this afternoon for the final day of the UCI Road World Championship. Today's turnout was the highest since the opening ceremony. CBS 6's Joe St. George was out on Libby Hill and joins us live with more on the final day excitement. Hi, Joe.
Hey, good evening, Tracy. We're here at the finish line in downtown Richmond. Hard to believe after years and years of talking about this race, 9 days worth of competition and training and road closures, that the UCI Richmond 2015 World Championships are over, but not before, as you mentioned, Tracy, a spectacular day for Richmond, Virginia. It's likely a day that you're still going to read about and see pictures of in all of those Richmond, Virginia tourism pamphlets for perhaps years and decades to come. Thousands and thousands of people on the streets of Richmond, whether you were watching up the cobblestones near 23rd Street, near Libby Hill, which was part of the jam-packed fan atmosphere, or near the finish line here on Broad Street. We saw fans from all around the world, fans from Poland, fans from Norway, fans from South America coming here to Richmond. At one point, we were able to go inside the convention center and capture the moments of Team Slovakia as they celebrated their big win, which Sean will tell you a little bit more coming up in sports. We were also with Mayor Dwight Jones today. This was very much a big part of his legacy as mayor, and we asked him how the day went, how the event went, as well as the big question: did Richmond attract the crowds that were promised? Did we reach the goal of 450,000 fans?
I don't know what the numbers are, but whatever number we have, it's tremendous. This is packed. Libby Hill is packed. The route is packed. To be absolutely honest with you, I don't know if we could take any more.
And a live look at the finish line, or what's left of it. The people have left, although some folks clearly staying one more night at the Marriott Hotel downtown. Some people stopping by here on Broad Street to take a picture in front of the finish line before it comes down. We should mention that a lot of the major roads that were closed throughout today, throughout the last 9 days, are being reopened. We're told that the ramps on 95 will be reopened by the end of the day, so your morning commute tomorrow will look somewhat normal. Although we should mention that the barricades that you saw throughout the route, throughout the course of these 9 days, they're expected to stay up on the sides for Monday, for Tuesday. There's a lot of them. It's going to take a while for the city to bring them down. And also expect Broad Street, the heart of it, to remain closed near the convention center for the early part of this week, as now Richmond begins the process of cleaning up from this World Championship event. We'll, of course, have more on this tonight on your news at 11. For now, working for you in downtown Richmond at the finish line after a race that's now finished. Tracy, I'll send it back to you in the studio.
All right, thank you, Joe. Well, as you said, the fans were there by the thousands cheering on their favorite cyclist, including fans from all over the world. CBS 6 reporter Sean Robertson was near the finish line. He joins us live in the studio now with more on the big winner. Hi, Sean.
That's right, Tracy. This was the final day of the UCI Road World Championships, and the men's elite road circuit race didn't disappoint the many fans that travel from across the world to Richmond, as Joe pointed out. The 162-mile race started this morning at the University of Richmond, 20 laps around Monument Avenue to Shockoe Bottom, up Libby Hill, and eventually ending up at 5th and Broad. Now, in the latter stages of the race, it was an American, Tyler Farrar, who was in the leaders group, but then slipped back to the pack, and he wound up finishing 79th. Making his way through the front was Slovakian Peter Sagan, who made a late charge with less than 3 laps to go to cross the tape first and win the Elite Men's Road Race World Championships for the first time in his career.
Yeah, I think it's the biggest victory, and I am very happy because I did a lot of sacrifice this last 3 weeks after Vuelta, and it's unbelievable for me.
Here's a look at the leaderboard. Sagan's first win was by 3 seconds over several other bicyclists. Alex Howes, the highest place finisher, American finisher, as he wound up finishing 12th. Meanwhile, in the middle of today's race, there was a minor accident. It took place during the 8th lap on Monument and Strawberry Street, involving one of the official doctors that was following the cyclist on the course and a race official. The doctor appeared to be injured, his left wrist and forearm a little bit tight in the crash. He was attended to by physicians on the scene and was able to leave under his own power. Now, ahead in sports, you will hear from the president of the UCI on how the River City hosted this year's championships. Sean Robertson, CBS 6. Tracy.
All right, thanks, Sean.